Greetings, Earthlings, and welcome back to my channel. Today, we are going to be taking a tour of my Minecraft world, though that might be obvious from what you see on screen. We're gonna get into it pretty quickly, so starting out, this is my starter house. This is the first building I built in this world, and as you can see, it's pretty small. I had to get creative with the space and the storage, but I really like it, and it's probably my favorite starter house of all time, at least for me. If we go down this little hole here, we are going to find the rest of my storage that I made when my first storage ran out. That's this. I have building blocks and then other materials, and then a door that leads to nowhere. If we go up this ladder, we come to the second building I ever built, which is where I put my nether portal. It is no longer there, as you can see. There's just a blank wall, but yeah, I really just wanted to make a building that was in this shape, so that's why it's so big, even though it was only housing my nether portal. Over there, you can see some villager houses that I tried to make match the aesthetic of my house. There's my empty sheep pen, and here is where I originally planted all of my wheat and potatoes and carrots, but now I changed it because I don't have them over there. I have them over here. As you can see, that farm is a lot bigger. It's also my favorite farm that I've ever made. A lot of you, this is going to be a trend in this world. It's a lot of things are the favorite things I've ever made. Like over there, I have a skeleton farm. First skeleton farm I've ever made. And that's where that path is going to, but that's going to take a long time to build, so yeah, it's not complete yet. I also really like these stairs. It took forever to texture this pathway, especially like the larger part pathway that goes throughout my base, like on the ground, because that's wider than the stairs. Um, this is my animal farm. You can see I have a little chicken coop that's so cute. And then I also really like this kind of like half open, half closed building. And then you come down the stairs here, and this I really like. The cliff underneath the cliff, I made that myself. I did the terraforming, and I'm really proud of it because I'm not a huge terraformer. That's something that I'm trying to work on in this world. And then here is my little farmhouse. I have a bed up there because my world is so huge, so I have to sleep everywhere. I sleep most different places. That up there was my composter, and then down here are my piggies. Over here is just another way to get to the farm. And then if we go around this way, there is even more pathway, and then we come out again towards the bottom of the stairs. So another thing by the bottom of the stairs is this building, which is my mine, and you can see in here I decorated it very meticulously. I was very careful. I went way further than I needed to, but you know what? If one thing we live for, it's the aesthetic. So I also did a lot of this landscaping by hand. I'm very proud of it. As you can see, I stopped to look at it because I'm just like, I needed to show you guys. I also really love the new firefly bushes. One thing I would point out to be I wish was different. I wish that they all blinked at different times instead of the same time because you can't really put them next to each other or you notice immediately that they are set to the exact same animation. Oh, that's my little garbage can. I love it. I'm very proud of it. That's my workspace. I love this little entry room, and honestly, I love this whole first floor. It's so open and just gorgeous, and I'm in love with the ceiling. I came up with that idea myself. On these sides, I have my little furnaces, automatic furnaces, that is, and then over here I have my storage room, which I did steal the design for my storage room from Gemini Tay. If you look at her Hermitcraft 10 season base, um, it's literally the same thing. Then I've got this staircase, which I love my staircase because it's literally just an art gallery. And then it comes right into here in my bedroom, which it used to have some more stuff in the corner over there, but not anymore. And then, of course, we have my cat, Plinko Boinko, who I love so much. Of course, I had to give him some fish. And then, of course, in here we have my enchanting little setup, which I might end up moving. I have a tower that I want to build, but if I put it in the tower, it will be very far away. Oh, there's some more terraforming I did. And then here's my porch. You can see there's a little bit of a view from it. You can see the cute little pond that I have. I love that pond. There's fish in there. I'm also a fan of this hallway. And I need something to put on that table. It used to have a flower, but I removed it. Then we have some more paint gallery hallway staircase. And this is the guest room. I don't actually want it to be a guest room. I just couldn't think of anything to put in there, but I wanted an attic, so yeah, and if we go back down to the stairs to the first floor, come outside, let's look at some of the other buildings I have. Again, we've got this beautiful pathway that took me forever to texture, and we're gonna go around to the back of this building because the front I can't fit through. As you can see, it's only 1 block tall. And here are the cats that I have. I'm trying to collect one of every cat. As you can see, it's not going very well. I have 2 of the same cat. And then you can also see, here's me getting confused as to why those cats don't have names, because I forgot that I hadn't named them yet, even though I have enough name tags. Yep, and then here's the front of the house. You can see one of the cat's tails peeking through because it was trying to get out, so I just made it sit down. And then over here, this is where my nether portal is now. I really like this building. I think it's one of my favorites. And I know I keep saying that. I goes, oh, I'm so proud of it. It's one of my favorites. But like really, everything in this world is just one of my favorite things I've ever built because I'm actually trying to make things look nice. These buildings over here are just probably going to house some villagers. That's the tower I want to make. And then this is one of my first builds because I am a huge fisher, but this is my little fishing shack. I love to fish in Minecraft. I know that some people think it's tedious and it takes too long, but I love just putting on a nice audiobook and fishing away. Um, Speaking of the little fishing building, we have this roof, little, I don't know, viewing area, and then on the bottom we have a nice little storage area. And I'm on peaceful mode, by the way. I did not have to fight any guardians for these materials. I just swam out into the ocean. The only thing hard about getting these materials was that I was mining underwater. That was the hardest part. I was not fighting any monsters. This building too is really nice. I love this building. I just built it today. I might change the floor color. The 2 purples I feel like kind of clash. I'm not sure yet. There's also one more thing I want to show you guys, but of course I can't do it right now because it's about to be nighttime, so I am gonna go Betty bye and show you in the morning. Okay, awesome. So now it's morning. Let's go down my beautiful staircase that I love so much and outside. And of course, then we'll go over here, which is where my building is. And it looks like such a tiny building, but then you go inside and it's big like the TARDIS. So when you come over here, there's the bubble elevator. You go all the way up. And when you get to the top, it's a viewing platform. And if you go on the outside, which honestly I should kind of just get rid of the fences, if I'm being honest, but if you go to the outside, you can see this wonderful view of my entire base from like an aerial standpoint. And can I just say how much I love my base? It's so gorgeous. It's literally my like this is probably the best world I've ever had in Minecraft. And I know I say that with every world, but like I just love it so much. I've really spent time making it look nice, and I think that extra time that I spent on aesthetics really, really, really is worth it. So thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you liked it.